Hey guys, it's Stasha Erickson. I hope you're all doing well today. Well, it is the 18th of February, 2019, and I am here today with another educational video. Over the past few weeks, I've made a few videos mentioning to you guys that there has been a uptick in spirit activity, demonic activity, houses being haunted, people's loved ones coming to them from beyond the grave. It's been insane, and especially since 5G has come in over the past year, where it's kind of mandatory all over the world, I've noticed an even bigger increase in spirit activity. Now, why I'm making this video today is that there's many people that come to me that believe that they are cursed, and most of the time, I'm able to confirm that these people do have a curse placed upon them. Curses can go back generations and generations and generations, up to 7 generations or more back. So it doesn't mean that if you are cursed, that someone that you know in this current life, or someone that's out to get you per se, has placed a curse upon you. This could be something that is super old, that goes back to when everybody really heavily believed in curses and were cursing people from ancient times. Now, there are times that people come to me and they believe that they're cursed. And what I do is I always go into like a deep meditation for the person. I always ask for a photo of you, because I always look into people's eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul. Now, what I do before I even begin to help somebody, I first, have you share with me everything that's been going on, any symptoms you've experienced that make you believe you're cursed, et cetera, et cetera. But then I go into meditation, I look at your photo, and I just, connect with the universe and say, okay, what is going on with this person? What is it that they need? What is it that I can do to help them? And sometimes when people believe that they're cursed, I receive the feedback from the universe that says, no, this person is not cursed. They have something else going on. So the other day, a client reached out to me and believed that she was cursed, and I won't say her name. But when I went to begin the ceremony for her, I first meditated for her to see, what's going on with her. She told me what her symptoms were. And the feedback that I received in the meditation was that this girl was not actually cursed, but she had what is known as a spirit attachment. Now, this is where I've talked to you guys about people being haunted. I've mentioned that before, that not just homes and places and objects can be haunted, but that people can be haunted. Now, this can be a number of different sources if you have a spirit attachment. It could be a loved one that you were really close with that passed away, and when they were passing away, they were so attached to you that they did not want to leave this earthly plane. And rather than going into the light and going home to heaven, they decided to become earthbound and stay attached to you. There's other ways that spirits can attach them to you. If you do a lot of work like I do, if you do a lot of healing work, or you do a lot of prayer work or positive intentions, if you're part of a prayer circle, a lot of times these spirits will see your bright light. They will sense your bright light, and they will be so attracted to it that they will attach onto you for that reason as well. It's not always something negative in nature. Now, there are negative spirits that can attach to you as well. And this is different from a possession. A possession is usually a demonic spirit or some type of lower negative entity that wants to use you and feed off of you. But with spirit attachments, many, many times it can be just a positive spirit who's lost, that can't find their way home, and they see your bright light and confuse it with the bright light of going home to heaven, and they attach to you. Now, the work that I do to remove curses, I reverse spells, and I also do spiritual healing, which is kind of like a remote distance healing from far away. Before I was trained theologically, I was trained in all the alternative types of medicine, healing, Reiki, all of that stuff as well. So I kind of use a combination of what I know about energy, what I know about auras, what I know about the ethereal world, and I also combine it with my theological training. And theological training, if you don't know, is basically being trained in the Bible, biblical history, deliverance, exorcisms. But I wasn't just trained in Christian theology. I was also trained in all world religions. So I was also trained to do Muslim deliverance, which is called Ruqya, is the type of prayers that you use if somebody were Muslim. There's a lot of other ways to to do spirit removals, curse removals, and deliverance and things like that. But with the spirit attachment, it works a little bit differently. When I'm removing a spirit from somebody, it's a lot more intense. It's still just prayers, intentions, white candles, and a person's photo. But there's a whole different approach that I use when I know somebody has a spirit attached to them. Now, there's been a few other people that have come to me recently that I believed, or they believed, were cursed as well. And now that I'm looking back at their symptoms and I've done some more research about spirit attachments, I'm realizing that many of the people that might have come to me for a curse removal actually had a spirit attachment. So I did some research online just so I can kind of put it into better words for you guys. And I went ahead and created a new listing on Etsy that's specifically for spirit attachment removal. All my removal services are just $40. And I have a coupon right now too that is the word 30, THIRTY, and I'll put it in the description box below. But you can receive 30% off from now until the 28th of February. So your $40 service just ends up being like 28 or 30 or something like that. But let me get to the info about it so you guys can understand a little bit more about spirit attachments. And if you think you might have a spirit attachment, then I think you should reach out to me and I will do whatever I can to help you. The girl that I did the spirit attachment removal for said that everything was successful and that she felt like a totally different person. A huge weight was lifted off of her, that she had felt like she was being watched or being touched all the time, strange things. And that now, since I've done this removal over the weekend, everything is gone. So I'm really happy to hear that feedback. And I'm actually kind of not glad that she had a spirit attachment, but I'm glad that she crossed my path because this is something that I believe is affecting a lot of people. And I want to educate you guys on how to protect yourself and that if you have a spirit attachment, you don't have to feel hopeless, that I can remove this for you. So here we go about spirit attachment removals. Now, millions of people are suffering emotionally and physically for reasons unknown to them on a daily basis. Many underwent conventional and unconventional treatments, which didn't bring long-lasting results. Some are able to cope with their emotional and physical pain, and others are completely disabled by it. When a soul of someone who has died permanently attaches itself to a living person, then suddenly a person, a child, or an adult who was once healthy and happy may start to experience constant anxiety, panic attacks, depression, intrusive thoughts, powerful negative emotions, mood swings, insomnia, lack of energy, poor memory, and many more symptoms. Spirit attachments can happen to anyone, anywhere, anytime. Now, a spirit attachment is often the cause of many things in one's life going inexplicably wrong for no apparent reason. Now, there's common symptoms of a spirit entity, or AKA a ghost attachment. And some of these are fatigue, a lack of energy, constantly feeling cold, powerful negative emotions, fogginess or a lack of clarity, anxiety and panic attacks, depression, mood swings, being avoided by others, having intrusive or even obsessive thoughts, relationship problems such as constantly fighting with loved ones, poor memory, poor concentration, frequent abdominal pains or even headaches, suicidal thoughts, hearing inner voices, seeing images that aren't there, insomnia, fears, phobias, obsessions, strange skin sensations or feeling vibrations in your body, addictions, anorexia, bulimia, severe allergies, and especially feelings of being watched or touched, which is what my client was experiencing, as well as some of these other symptoms as well. Now, you can ask, when can spirits attach themselves to people? Now, some people are more susceptible to picking up on spirits than others. There are many ways of unconsciously picking up spirits. Spirits feed off and are attacked by our negative emotions. Most people attract them when they experience powerful negative emotions during stressful life events, such as the death of a loved one, a divorce, a marital separation, personal injury or illness, dismissals from work, etc. People also that hold grudges and don't want to forgive or have lots of feelings of guilt, people that use alcohol or drugs in excess, people who are in despair after a loved one who has passed away, during surgeries or under the influence of anesthesia, during severe illness when the body is weakened, while summoning ghosts. If you're using Ouija boards or you're trying to do seances and you're not trained, you're going to attract spirits to yourself. While living in a haunted house or during a spiritual healing practice. People who have been raised in abusive environments where there was no love are also more susceptible. It's kind of like either if your life is going really well and you're attracting lots of positive energy, or if your life is going in a downward spiral and you're attracting a lot of negative energy, either way can be a portal to opening up to a spirit attachment. Now, what can I expect after a spirit removal process? When ghosts are removed, people often describe the sensation feeling as if someone has removed heavy chains from them. They finally feel free. Others describe it as feeling as if someone removed baggage from them that they have been carrying for years. They feel lighter, calmer, happier, have more motivation to live, more energy, and even clearer thinking. Sometimes even their facial expression changes. They have a new sparkle in their eyes, and they look younger. Now, with this listing on Etsy, I can perform a spirit attachment removal ceremony for you from a distance. I perform these from a distance to help protect myself as well as the person I'm removing the spirit from. The only requirements needed to begin the ceremony is a recent photo of yourself. Again, I use this to kind of read your aura, to look into your eyes. It's a great indicator of everything if I can see a recent photo of you, since I can't see you in person. And then also just your full name, your date of birth, and any symptoms and experiences that you have been having that have caused you to request a removal. Now, the removal process, when I do it, takes approximately 1 to 3 days, depending on the level of the attachment. When the ceremony is complete, I'll send you a detailed reflection via email with tips, suggestions, and anything that I received psychically while performing the removal for you. I will also send you multiple photographs from your removal ceremony so that you can see the work that I carried out on your behalf. Now, I have many years of theological and spiritual training, and I only use candles, prayers, and intentions to remove your attachment. I never use black magic or witchcraft of any kind. Now, if you have any questions before ordering, or you believe that you have a spirit attachment but you're not sure, you don't have to hesitate to reach out to me. Just reach out to me first. You don't have to purchase the ceremony and then ask me questions. Anybody can email me directly on Etsy through the contact button. You can leave comments on this YouTube video below. I might share this on Facebook as well. You can leave comments and questions on the Facebook post that you're seeing. But I do believe that these that spirits are attaching themselves to people left and right. This is something that we've known about, again, since ancient times. But I believe that spirit activity was kind of on its way down for a while. And now over the past 5 years, again, since 5G has been brought in, there has been an influx of spirit activity and hauntings and things of this nature. So that's pretty much spirit attachments in a nutshell, how to remove them, how I remove them, symptoms that you can receive and experience. So it's definitely not an easy thing for me to do. It does take a lot of energy out of me. It's a little draining, but I have been placed on this earth to help people. The work that I do, it works every time. My intentions are very pure, and I want nothing more than to help humanity and to help people who don't choose to have these invisible bonds, attached to them. No one chooses for a spirit to be attached to them. But if it does happen, you don't have to feel scared. You don't have to feel helpless or hopeless or alone. You can know that there's people out there like myself that can help you, again, be free from these bonds. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful for you. I'll have a link for my Etsy store in the description box on YouTube below. And I have a coupon for 30% off for the next 10 days. Ends the 28th of February. It's the word 30. When you're at the Etsy checkout, there's a section that says coupon code, and you just type it all in capital letters 30, and it'll give you 30% automatically. I have other products and things that I make in there that also help to remove spirit attachments, like sage bundles, holy water, holy oil, some blessed metals, some various other items as well. So if you believe that this is happening, I even have some really big crystals and stones that will also repel spirit energies. So just browse through there, use the coupon while you can, save you guys a little bit of money. And I really look forward to helping all of you. And I hope this video was helpful and educational. And I hope you're all well. All right, take care and ha det bra.